Hello students, I'm recording this class to give you some instructions for our last class. Well, first of all, we were going to have our last class on June 19th, in which we were going to discuss the following topic: obstacles to use ICT in class, information and communication technologies. However, on June 19th, the students are going to present their senior paper, TCC, so I won't be available and we're not going to be able to have this online class. We were going to use, Collaborate, Blackboard Collaborate as used last class, but because we won't be able to have this class, I decided to do something that could be something that it could use for life. So I decided that instead of writing the discussion that we were going, instead of writing, for example, a paper on obstacles to use ICT in class, I decided that you were going to present like a mini seminar. Why am I calling it a mini seminar? Because it's not a seminar as you did last class. It's just something that it could do online through Collaborate, but they're not going to be able to do it, or it's something that it could do in a paper, but I'd like you to record your seminar, because the objective, let's use this to our advantage. The objective here is for you to learn, if you haven't done this yet, how to record a class in a pandemic situation. So why am I focusing on this objective? Because now many teachers had to learn how to record a class. Not only to use, online resources, but also to record a class. And they're calling it EAD, distance education, which is really not. Because for distance education, institutions have a whole structure prepared. So for example, if teachers have to record a class, they don't do that at home. They go to a studio prepared by the institution, and then other professionals who video recorded and who edit the videos. So the teachers would only teach what they know, right? So they wouldn't have to be like YouTubers, they wouldn't have to record a class, they wouldn't have by themselves, they wouldn't have to do anything by themselves. There are professionals who do that. And in this case, in this situation we are living in, it's different, because teachers had to be forced to learn how to record a class. And in this course, New Technologies in Language Teaching, you haven't done that yet. And I realized that it's something very important for us to experience. We have to experience how to record a class, right? So I used this problem, which is that I'm not going to be available on June 19th because of the senior paper presentations. So I'm using this problem to have a new objective. So I'm using a problem to our advantage so that you can record your ideas, to record what you were going to say in this class. So the topic is obstacles to use ICT in class. And one of such obstacles is for sure lack of resources in public schools. So I was going to conduct a debate on this. But now you are going to come up with ideas to use technology in public schools. So for this, let's say, mini seminar, instead of discussing the topic online, you are going to record your ideas. Choose some of the ICT tools and discuss how it could be, tools plural, they could be applied in a public school. Example, students could do a sketch, a teatrinho, and record it using a cell phone. A group of four people, for example, 4 or 5 people, one of them having a cell phone would be enough. They share it on a YouTube channel created by the teacher with pedagogical purposes, a YouTube channel with pedagogical purposes. So one example, you could create slides so that the presentation would be more interesting and also clear. So this would be an example of a presentation. Of course, I only have 3 slides here because it's only an example. So for example, let's suppose I'm presenting my mini seminar on the use of technology in public schools. So my idea is to prepare sketches so that students can practice English. And then you prepare a lesson plan, you describe the steps to conduct the activity, and this is an example. Students would get together in groups of 4. They create a sketch in class following the teacher's instructions. The teacher's instructions, for example, how long the sketch would be, what it would be about, etc. If the students would create a new one, or if the students could, for example, use a story, a fairy tale that already exists and just adapt to something smaller, so to a sketch. Then at home each student would rehearse his or her part. And then students rehearse in class so that, at home they would memorize their part. And then they would rehearse in class so that the teacher can correct language issues, pronunciation, grammar, etc. Then students videotape it. In class or at home. In class, if there are conditions for this, if they have like a patio where they can go to, if there aren't many groups, one of the groups stay in class, in the classroom, the others go somewhere else. But if there aren't conditions for this, the recording could be done at home. Then the teacher would create a YouTube channel for the class, and then the teacher would share the password for the students to upload their videos. Or other ways of sharing could be considered, for example, Facebook. They could share their videos on their personal account on Facebook, depending on the age of the students, right? I'm thinking, teenagers here. So you would prepare some slides like this. These are very simple slides, but of course you could add like pictures, or you could also share, because you're sharing the screen, you could also share your internet and so on. Well, the idea is for you to learn how to record a class, right? In this case, you're going to record not exactly a class, but this seminar. You're going to record your ideas on how to use technology when you don't have much resource to use it. If you don't have any, it's impossible to talk about technology. So I'm considering minimal resources for you to use in class. For example, a cell phone. One cell phone that could be used by 4 or 5 students. So that would be my idea. And then you record it. You could use OBS Studio, which is the software that I'm using. Okay, this is the OBS Studio, where you can download here obsproject.com/download. Another idea is to use, there are many tutorials on YouTube to use, but basically you just download, you click on iniciar gravação and then you just record the screen of your computer. It's very easy to use. Another idea is Loom for Chrome. I'm not using Chrome here, but you just download it. Loom for Chrome, but you have to use Chrome. I'm using Firefox. I've already used this one, but I don't have it anymore. Well, what is interesting about this one, when you use it, you're using your Gmail account, and then it's recorded in the cloud. This one that I'm recording, it's recording in my my videos here on my computer. But the most interesting thing about Loom for Chrome is that you have the option of adding your face here. So there would be like a round window where your face would appear, so that people can watch you. I mean, people are going to see your computer screen, but also your face somewhere where you choose. It could be like down here or up here or here, just a round window where people could see your face. This is an interesting feature that OBS Studio doesn't have. At least my version of OBS Studio doesn't have. Well, these are the ideas that I'm giving you, because these are the programs that I know, but you may know some others that I don't, okay? But the idea is for you to record your computer screen, or if you use a cell phone to record the screen of a cell phone. I don't know any apps for the cell phone. I think Mobizen, if I'm not mistaken, but I've never used, because I usually work on my computer, not my cell phone. But anyway, the idea is for you to record a screen, and then you're going to share your video by uploading it on YouTube, and then you send me the link. Or you could use OneDrive, so you use your email, and then when you attach using the cloud, okay? So if you use a video, for example, it's gonna give you, because it's too heavy, it's gonna give you the option to upload as a OneDrive link. So it's gonna be available on the cloud, okay? Well, that's it. These are the instructions for you to do, for you to record your ideas for our last class, which again was going to be online, but now it's going to be recorded, which is the difference between, just for you to remember, synchronous and asynchronous activity. How do you write this? There's something wrong. Let me see. Oops. Okay. Asynchronous. Synchronous, online, as we had last class, everybody at the same time. And this is asynchronous, means that when you record a class, for example, and you upload it on, let's say, YouTube, and then, or other platforms, and then students could watch the class later, at any time they want to, that they are available to watch. This is asynchronous. So instead of doing a synchronous activity, you're going to do a asynchronous activity, okay? That's the idea for our last class, because of the problem of the senior paper presentations. If you have any questions, please just let me know, okay? Good luck on this activity.